WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have the start of a 5-part series called the Viking Series from Signatory Vintage together with Kirsch import over here in Germany. And we'll start off with a 2008 Pulteney. So I'm going to pull this one out, and then I'm going to show you two things in the label, and then I'm going to show you the sister whiskey here. So the first thing I'd like to point out, here we have Signatory Vintage. Here we have then the Kirsch, and if you look very, very closely at this nice little, like a belt buckle, you'll see the houses of Kirsch on that as well. So some people like this, or like these Vikings things. This sold out in Germany quickly. This is Whiskybase number 183775. So in May of 2021, came on the market, all 5, and they were absolutely just one of the hits. Everyone bought them that could. And at the Whiskybase, for example, 160 people have there in the collection. And so far, we have now August 2021, 16 people have tried it. So there's about 145 people out there that have not even opened their bottles. Why not? Well, some people think this is going to be a collector's item. Nope. I don't think anybody's going to be interested in these 5 years from now, personally. All right, the first time I read the data on both of these bottles, it was like, wait a second, I know this bottle. Pulteney 2008, Pulteney 2008. So 56.2%, 56.2%. Now this was actually bottled on the 17th of December 2020. This was bottled on the 19th of February 2021. This is the cask number 3, the finishing cask. This is the finishing cask number 13. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I have the conspiracy theory that Signatory Vintage bought a little bit of at least 20 different sherry casks, is my opinion at the moment. And they've been trying out different types of finishings, what happens to which whiskeys how. Now, this is the 13, and we do not know how long it was actually finished. Over here, oh, by the way, this is also something funny. If I push this down, there's not enough liquid taken out of the bottle yet. I push this down, and what happens? It pops back up. It looks like it's like what happens in Texas when I drove around with my whiskey in my in the trunk of my car. Oh look, it's gonna slowly go up. So oh yeah, here we go. Boom! All the most of the whiskey corks popped because in 110-degree heat with a probably heat index of over 130. Whiskey expands, and it just even if it was wrapped around here, they just popped. So this was 119 euros originally. This was 119 euros originally as well. It's now going for 150 euros over here in Germany, up to 200 euros actually, because people are crazy and because the secondary market is overheated. There's just so many people out there willing to buy it. Now this is, if you're gonna flip this, please flip this within about the first 2 months it comes on the scene, because there are quite a lot of people that did not get a bottle, which I don't understand. There's 670 of them, and what happened was then someone would buy it from the local dealer, all 5, sell it as a set or individually, and mark up the price about 20 euros per bottle. Hey, 20 euros times 5, that's a 100 euro markup. That's not bad for going to my local dealer real quick, putting some money on the table and giving it to my neighbor a couple days later. Easy earned money. What's not going to happen, at least in my opinion, is in 5 years from now, you're going to try to sell this on a whiskey auction site, even here in Germany or in mainland Europe, and people are going to look and they go, no, why should I pay that much money for that bottle? What's going on here? And that's the problem, because we have comparable whiskeys that actually taste better. Now, on the nose, they are very similar. I call it salted butter toffee. I get a little bit of that harbor salt, as if you're at the harbor and you have a little bit of sea, what is it called? You have fresh water and salt water. A little bit of that salt water moment here. Like salt water buttered toffee. Good, got it. Now on the nose, actually this has a tiny little bit more of a brown sugar moment, which I like. And this is a little bit less complex, which I dislike. I like my transitions and I like things happening in here. So 670 bottles. I think I've mentioned this. 692 bottles. I think 95 bottles. I have not mentioned that yet. You can actually get this at the moment for 99 euros. So you get this one at the moment for 150 euros. This is the normal bottle, and this was one of the hyped bottles, just because they put a label on it. Now, one other thing I'd like to mention here is the bottle. So this is their so-called flower vase bottle. That's what we call it in Germany, because it looks like a flower vase. And over here we have the decanter. This is a little bit high class, nice glass base on it. Very, very nice, very elegantly done. Now this is the tube, cardboard, recyclable, yay, environmentally friendlier than this tin can. It takes more energy to recycle metal than it does cardboard, in my personal opinion. And so I would actually go with this. Some people like this better, but I actually like that a little bit better. My personal opinion. Good, let's try these. Both of them are 56.2%. Cheers. There is a a definite bitterness towards the end. There's some old wood in here. So what I really like is this bottle tells us the following. So refill bourbon barrels finished in a fresh sherry butt for 31 months. Cask number 4. So what can we assume? We can assume the Signatory vintage has used here refill bourbon hogsheads here for this as well. Filled them all up into our cask number 13 until it was full, and then they actually let it set and finish. Was it 1 day or 1 year or 1 quarter or 1 season? We don't know. People put a little bit more information on the label for us, please. Signatory vintage did it. Over here, it doesn't matter because we have a nice little Viking on there. I don't know about you, but I do not buy bottles because of artwork on them. I buy bottles because of the content of the bottles. That's my personal opinion. We have some independent bottlers over here in Germany. I actually know the artist or artists. They have gone to Scotland. They painted distilleries and the surrounding areas of distilleries, and you can actually buy these oil paintings and so on. And you can actually buy the rights to have a print of that oil painting on the bottles. And very finest whiskeys from Berlin has used some of those paintings before. Some other people I know have used paintings before. People like sometimes these type of art, type of expressions on their bottle. It could be a hummingbird, or it could be a pinup girl, or it could be a distillery, it could be a Viking. All that actually does nothing at all to inspire me to buy the bottle. Just the opposite. I actually would buy the bottle even less because of the artwork. I'm interested in the spirit and not the marketing all around the bottle. So, question of the day. Would a nice piece of artwork inspire you to spend more and buy a bottle? Question. I don't know. I just said it wouldn't for me. I bought the series. I'll have to show you the series real quick. We have here a Koile. We have here you'll see all the bottles anyways, sooner or later. We have a Whitlaw, which is a Highland Park. We have here a Bunnahabhain. Ooh, look at that guy. And last but not least, we have a secret mystery malt, coastal mystery malt. Ooh. So looks a little bit like Thor or something like that. So I'm going to take a look at that and see if I can find some Easter eggs on that, talking about what we're having here. So it was that 5-bottle series, and they were gone within hours, literally, of hitting the market here. This is better. As I said, I have a little bit more of a brown sugar. I have a little bit more of a complexity. I think the 31 months in this type of sherry that was used here in the the sherry cask number 4 is better than the type of sherry that was used in number 13. It might have actually been the same. It might just have been a shorter sherry period or maturation finishing period. They're similar. I would say they're actually between 85% and 90% overlapping here in taste and experience here. So one more time, with water, diluted it down to about 48–50%. Cheers. It's just not this bitterness at the end. It's just not doing it. It's fairly, there's a singularity about it. It is that saltwater butter toffee moment, and a little bit of a burnt toffee actually on top of it. And the fruitiness is, at least today for me, dulled down. It's not vibrant. It's a little bit more of a darker brown instead of a red vibrant berry moment. All right, so our Pulteney from Signatory Vintage, which was also not great. This is more of a C to C minus. This is more of a C. On a good day, a C plus. Both of these whiskeys. This for 99 euros is still a 4. So I'm sorry, D plus. And this over here is basically a D to D minus for the 150 that it's going for at the moment. More interesting, tiny little transitions, more of a brown sugar moment, a little bit more of a dried prune moment. It's a sweet sour type of play with each other. It's not bad. It's a C to C plus with water. Without water, this just doesn't even cut it with water. It doesn't improve that much that I can recommend it all. You won't be able to find it anyways, but I still want to do my video about this because my channel is about rare and exotic whiskeys you might not ever see. My second question of the day is, what Old Pulteney or Pulteney bottling can you recommend? / what Pulteney bottlings are there in cask strength that I need to have, that I need to try, that I need to review? So Pulteney and cask strength, Old Pulteney bottling, that you can recommend, and would you buy actually the bottle because of the nice artwork on it, or is that more of a deterrent? Thank you very much for watching. WhiskyJason here. Like, subscribe, tell others, maybe even share this video with someone and say, hey, go watch this guy. He's got all this whiskey over there we'll never ever see wherever we are. It could be in India, it could be in Australia, it could be in South Africa, it could be in America, could be in Canada. All those places, might even be UK, who knows? All these places, I have people writing in the comments all the time. It's great to see you, and I thank you very much for your support and also for all the comments. Keep it up. Bye-bye.